Welcome back to Raw Forestry, where mud, snow, steel, and pure operator instinct decide what makes it through and what gets buried. Let's see if the hype is real. The New Holland 110-90 drops straight into the mud pit challenge. And this is not some stage flex. It is supposed to be built for rough terrain, so now it has to prove it. And honestly, when it looked like there was no way out, that comeback was wild. For a moment it felt finished, then suddenly the machine found its grip and clawed back like it refused to lose. Winter in Syracuse is a different kind of punishment. Snow piled halfway up the vehicles, drivers fighting for every foot, and frustration written all over the road. In conditions like that, you learn fast that sometimes backing up is quicker than forcing forward. Momentum matters, but blind throttle does not. Then you get the lighter side of it all, like a TV-21 tractor turning deep snow into its own playground. That is the strange beauty of this world. One minute it is survival, the next it feels like winter machinery sports. But the real tension shows up when the stakes rise. Transporting a bulldozer in heavy snowfall is no joke. High trailer, bent ramps, slick surfaces, and no margin for error. That is where experienced operators separate themselves from the crowd. Every inch is calculated, every correction matters, and one clean move can make a dangerous job look effortless. There is also something special about old iron coming back to life. After 5 silent years, the FV1 fires up again with smoke, noise, and that raw mechanical attitude modern machines just cannot fake. Old school power still hits different. And then comes the clash of giants. Forget ordinary tractor pulls. A quad-track 550 going up against a New Holland T9 615 with triples is not just a contest, it is a statement. Power against power, traction against traction, reputation against reputation. Out here, steel earns respect the hard way. And when the slope gets too much, sometimes teamwork is the only thing that saves the day. A few hands, one push, enough determination, and suddenly the machine starts climbing again. Not luck, not miracles, just persistence and timing. Of course, sometimes the mud still wins. A tractor buried deep, the crew throwing everything at it, everyone wondering whether this is the moment it breaks free or sinks deeper. That is the turning point raw forestry lives for. No speeches, no drama added. The mud writes its own script. Even the biggest tires in the world are not magic. When those giant Belly Z wheels start losing grip, you realize size alone means nothing if the ground underneath decides otherwise. That is the rule in forestry, construction, quarry work, anywhere terrain gets a vote. A stuck tractor in deep mud is one of those problems that always looks easier from a distance. Rock it, shift it, winch it, pull it, whatever it takes. But there is a right way and a rookie way. Too many drivers still think flooring it creates traction. It does not. It just buries the machine deeper. The Belarus MTZ 3522 is tough, sure, but even a strong machine cannot defeat physics by anger alone. Then you get the surprises. A tiny DT next to a Kamaz looks almost like a joke until it starts pulling like it has something to prove. That contrast never gets old. Small frame, giant heart, and suddenly the bigger machine is the one being humbled. Even the funny moments belong here too. One excavator washing another like a mother cleaning up a stubborn kid. That kind of chaos is half the charm of machine footage. Same with a Caterpillar dump truck rearing up like a wild horse in the quarry. Dangerous, ridiculous, and impossible not to watch twice. Mud and hills remain some of the nastiest combinations in the game. When a tractor hits both at once, the question is always the same. Can the driver solve it alone, or is rescue already inevitable? Sometimes the answer comes down to skill. Sometimes it comes down to chains and cables being rated properly, because one bad connection can ruin the whole recovery in a heartbeat. Then there are the people who treat machines like they are indestructible. Enemies of technology, basically. Too much throttle, too little judgment, and all that power turns into wasted money fast. Mud is patient. It waits for those mistakes. And yes, tractors do far more than plow fields. Some crush bunker roofs, some drag impossible loads, some splash through mud like overgrown toys with diesel engines. Watching a Mercedes Actros jump through a mud hole like a kid in a puddle should not be that satisfying, but it is. That is why smaller machines deserve respect too. When a Kubota 6001 digs into serious mud and keeps its momentum, that is not luck. That is torque management, balance, and smart engineering doing exactly what they were meant to do. Small machines either shine or stall in places like this. There is no middle ground. By the same logic, recoveries are won by balance, not panic. The New Holland T7, 270, getting pulled free with minimal outside force, proves that when the tractor helps itself properly, rope tension stays manageable and the whole process becomes cleaner. The same goes for the John Deere 9470R, hauling that 90-foot planter. Determination matters, but collaboration is what finishes the job. And then, right at the end, a skid steer does something so insane it leaves even experienced viewers staring at the screen. That is the thing about this world. Just when you think you have seen every trick mud, snow, and machinery can offer, another machine shows up and rewrites the rules. This is raw forestry. Real terrain, real recoveries, real operator skill, and real machines proving themselves where traction is never guaranteed.